All right, let's keep going and get caught up on a whole bunch of other stuff. There is a new filing from Donald Trump's attorneys related to the search warrant raid served on Mar-a-Lago, the documents that he had in his house, et cetera, et cetera. And if you look through the legal argument, the filing from Donald Trump's lawyers, they make a shocking admission in the filing. And it has to do with some quotes. Quotation marks are effectively a shocking admission here. David, how is that possible? How is it possible that quotation marks are a shocking admission? Well, the use of these quotation marks expose the level of desperation that these lawyers are now exhibiting. And it has to do with quotation marks around the word classified. In a number of spots in this legal filing, Trump's lawyers put quotes around the word classified when talking about classified documents. And they decry in the filing that the government has unilaterally determined that these are so-called classified documents. Think about that. Think about the level of desperation that you have reached when your legal filing attacks the fact that the government and the government alone has determined documents are classified, and you call that classification into question with quotation marks. Who else determines the classification of documents? Who else gets to decide? And when you are experiencing, it's one of two, such brain rot or such desperation that in order to assemble what is an attempted defense of your client's actions, you have to put in quotes the word classified and act as though it's illegitimate or wrong that, yeah, the government determined. When we talk about classified documents, we're talking about the government. Does Apple get to decide what are classified documents? No, corporations can have trade secrets, sure. But of course, it's the government that has decided what is a classified document. And here, the entire legal filing is based around the idea, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. It's just to kind of let you know where things stand. The legal filing is based on the idea of trivializing classified information. Now, remember, at first it was the FBI planted the stuff. This wasn't even stuff Trump had. And then it was, well, Trump had declassified all of the stuff. And then, of course, that fell apart because it just doesn't work that way. Even William Barr, Trump's own former attorney general, said, you can't just go declassified and everything's declassified. It doesn't work that way. Then we determined that, in fact, the classification status of many of these documents is not relevant to the statutes under which Donald Trump is being investigated. But put that aside, they don't seem to care about that. Now they've moved on to trivializing the concept of something being classified and whether the classifier is legitimate when the classifier is obviously the government. This is obviously chaos, all created by Donald Trump's actions, but they are adding to the chaos. Trump's lawyers added to the chaos by requesting a special master. And then now they're telling the judge, you got to stop this chaos. Well, this is chaos of your own creation. These are absolutely and completely total clowns. By the way, the word that should be in quotes is lawyers, not classified. And we'll see whether this works out or whether it goes anywhere. One of our sponsors is Allform, the easiest way to design your own custom sofa. I have one from Allform. Unlike other companies, Allform lets you choose the fabric, the size, the shape, color, even the color of the legs. I have not one, but two Allform sofas. I've had them for years. They look good as new. Definitely the most comfortable furniture I own. And it gets even cooler because Allform sofas are completely modular. You can buy a sofa, and if you move, you can adapt it to the new space by adding onto it or rearranging its elements. That is definitely not something you get from your typical sofa company. Allform has everything from 8-piece sectionals to love seats and armchairs. Everything is made in the USA using premium materials. Allform makes sure that assembly is really easy. I didn't even need any tools, which is good because I have very few tools. And you can keep the sofa for over 3 months and send it back free if you don't like it for a full refund. Right now, Allform is giving my audience 20% off all orders at allform.com/Pacman. The link is down below.